Are DIY website mistakes holding you back? Today, we're breaking down the top issues DIY websites run into and giving solutions to make your site shine like a pro. Hey, I'm Faye, a brand designer dedicated to elevating businesses and bringing your brand's visions to life. Today, we're talking about the very clear signs that give away a DIY website. From blurry photos to unclear messaging, we've all seen websites that could use a little professional TLC, but I'm here to guide you through identifying these common missteps and, more importantly, how to fix them. Whether you enjoy DIYing your website or might be considering professional help, this video will give you the insight you need to create a website that is both beautiful and effective. So let's get started and transform your website from homemade to high-end. Alright, so first, ever landed on a website and thought, these photos seem a bit off? That's my first sign of a DIY website relying too much on stock images or having blurry photos that they took at home. A lot of times the photos on DIY websites I see are very low resolution, or they don't really fit the brand's message or direction. It doesn't feel very cohesive or professional, but it's definitely possible to jazz up those photos while staying authentic. Consider getting a brand photo shoot done by a local photographer, or editing your DIY pics to align with your brand's visual identity. If a professional photo shoot isn't an option, choosing stock photos that align with your brand's color scheme is important, and Photoshop exists too. They can be edited, and curating a collection of quality photos that look like they actually fit together and represent your brand can bring your website a long way. Next, sometimes these sites have text overload. Pages crammed with text and lacking clear headings can make your audience feel like they're navigating a maze in the dark. It's impossible to navigate these sites and actually understand what they're trying to communicate. Oftentimes, despite having huge blocks of text, these websites don't even have the basic information you need to actually make an informed decision about your purchase. You've probably read a whole 10-page essay that doesn't even have a thesis, so you don't understand how to move forward. You see a book a free call button here, and a email us button there, and a buy now button later on, and no one likes that type of confusion. Let's flip the script. Trim the fluff, add some headings that capture attention, make your content as skimmable as possible, and streamline your calls to action. Use bullet lists and infographics, and be sure to incorporate all the major brand elements necessary to communicate your message. Make sure your writing is authentic to your mission, vision, and values. Build trust and have an easy-to-understand method to get started. End each major section with a call to action. Whether it's a phone call, an email, or a fancy booking form, pick one and stick to it to make your website's writing clear. Don't just talk at your audience. Connect with them and guide them to want to connect more with you. Another common giveaway is a generic logo design. Ever seen a logo and thought, I feel like I've seen this before? A cookie cutter logo, often built 5 minutes after looking up the words free logo maker, tends to lack the uniqueness needed to make your brand stand out. Your logo needs to be memorable. If you can, invest in a one-of-a-kind logo design. If you're a designer, go you got this. But if you need a helping hand, don't hesitate to reach out to me or any other designer who specializes in branding. Or if you're in your first year or so of business and you're budget conscious, check out our DIY design lab for handmade logo templates sold to up to 5 people each. Or if that's still too large of an investment, try a simple text-based logo until you're ready for more. Your logo is your first impression on your audience, and it's a crucial part of your brand storytelling, so it's important to introduce your brand with a logo and a brand identity to support it that is uniquely yours. Another clear giveaway of a DIY site is an overload of fonts and colors. Having Inconsistent branding and a chaotic visual language, or rather no visual language at all, can make your website a bit of an eyesore. You should definitely be streamlining your style. Limit your fonts to 2 or 3 max, and choose a color palette of 3 to 5 shades that really speak your brand's language. The right colors and fonts can bring out specific feelings in your audience, so staying consistent with elements that match your brand's vision allows you to create a look that is professional and appealing and has a lasting impact. Next up is user experience and layout design. A lot of DIY websites are as cluttered and messy as my bedroom back in middle school. Not a pretty sight. They have confusing layouts, they're not mobile friendly, they're not accessible, and after reading through everything, you still don't know what they do. If that sounds like you, consider gathering feedback from your audience, families, and friends, or reaching out to us for a brand or website audit. You can find the link in the description below. Take all the information you learn about your website's layout and make the necessary adjustments you need to make your website attractive and easy to navigate. Keep your typography and color palette consistent. Make your footer tidy. Make sure your photos are cropping well and they look crisp. Use white space for a modern look and make sure it looks good not only on a computer, but also on tablets and phones. Treat your website visitors like VIPs by putting everything they need to know about your business in front of them in an intuitive and functional way. All right, next, have you ever stumbled upon a website that feels like a time capsule from 2010? Maybe they have a blog or a news section with only one article on there, or their Meet the Team section has staff members that retired, or you're unable to find the name of that person you interact with every time at their business. Maybe when you click the Facebook button on their site to connect with their socials, the link doesn't take you anywhere. Outdated content and broken links scream neglect. Websites that haven't been updated since who knows when aren't always necessarily a DIY site. Sometimes it's because you worked with a company forever ago that went out of business, or your graphic designer quit their job, or you simply lost access to it. You forgot your password. Either way, it might be time for an update. If you're a DIYer, set up a regular content schedule. Think blogs, case studies, or even videos to keep things fresh and engaging. You could also connect your social media to your site and have a carousel of your Instagram posts in your footer updated in real time. Keep an eye on those links too, making sure that they actually go somewhere that's not your 404 page. It's all about keeping your website fresh, exciting, and up to date, so your visitors can trust that you're providing them with accurate information. And if you simply don't have access to your website, or your graphic designer quit, it might be time to get a new domain and start fresh. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. The link to our client application form is in the description below. Another clear giveaway to a DIY website is a boring newsletter sign up. When I see a website whose newsletter form says simply join the newsletter or sign up for updates, already know they're missing out on several opportunities to capture their audience's attention and build their email lists. To improve that, definitely jazz up those forms with either a more enticing statement or a lead magnet that is too good to resist. Think of something so valuable, irresistible, that your audience can't help but sign up. Maybe let them know that signing up gets them a discount code, exclusive tips and tricks, or a downloadable PDF with a guide specific to your industry. Whatever the freebie, make sure it's a fair trade for their email. Show them that signing up for your newsletter is a win-win, and follow through on that commitment to them. Last on our website fix-it list is the trio of technical troubles: little to no search engine optimization, slow loading speeds, and not secure warnings. These three things, especially when combined, lead your audience to not engaging with your site. SEO gets your website in front of people and gives them the opportunity to click your name when they Google something related to your business. Slow loading speeds make a website feel a little bit spammy, and most first-time visitors will click away almost immediately. And not having a padlock by your URL or having an insecure website will often get flagged by browsers, making it hard for people to access your website. Let's change that. First, secure your site with an SSL certificate, then make sure your SEO is in check. Sprinkle in those keywords, optimize your meta tags, and build a network of quality backlinks. And don't forget about speed. Compress your images and streamline your codes, scripts, and website animations. With a fast and secure website, your business will look even more professional. Alright, so while there might be a lot more signs, those are the main ones for now. Let's wrap this video up. From low quality stock images to text overload, we've really seen it all. Whether it's jazzing up those photos, decluttering your text, or revamping that logo, every step you take brings your website closer to being one you're proud to share with your audience. One that connects with them and accurately shares your brand's message. If this all seems a bit overwhelming though, that's totally okay. There's no shame in reaching out. I'd be happy to help you get started with a website audit. If you'd like me to look over your website and let you know how it could be improved, reach out. The link is in the description below. Whether you choose to take these tips into account and DIY your own website upgrades, or you choose to collaborate with a designer, it's important to just start somewhere. Are you ready to tackle your website? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips to elevate your brand. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next Monday. Did you know that nearly 75% of people say a business's website is the #1 thing that determines whether or not they find that business credible? In this video, we'll be talking about what you need to make sure your website is setting you up for success.
You know.
Hey, I'm Faye, the creator behind Constant Creates. Today, I'm going to share with you the must-haves for any business website to not just survive, but thrive online. Having a quality website as a business owner is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. It's where first impressions are made, connections are formed with your audience, and your brand's story is told. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the essential website features that go into a successful online presence, including a user-friendly design, comprehensive branding, compelling content, a way to connect with your audience and share your brand story, search engine optimization, website maintenance, and accessibility. And for those of you who are thinking, but Faye, I am not a tech person, don't worry, I've got you covered. So let's dive in. All right, your website should be easy to navigate and understand. You want to create a journey that feels so intuitive that your audience feels right at home, navigating through your services and your products with ease. That means clear menus, straightforward page structures, and a design that leads your visitors naturally to what you want them to do. Your site should have an intuitive navigation and layout and be so organized that your visitors find whatever they're looking for without any frustration. Your layout is the path that leads your visitors from curiosity to conversion effortlessly. With more people browsing on their phones, your site should also look and function well on any device. It should be responsive and cross-platform compatible. Make sure your website works smoothly and is adaptable on different browsers, operating systems, and device types, from computers to phones to tablets. It's not just about shrinking content to fit on a smaller screen. It's about making sure every button and every interaction is tailored to the unique needs of each visitor, whether they're clicking with a mouse or tapping on a phone screen. The power of user-friendly design is not just the ease it brings to your visitors, but also the message it conveys. It shows your brand understands and values your users' time and experience, and it's the first step to a successful online presence. If you'd like to learn a bit more about user-friendly design, check out our blog post, Navigating with Ease, the essentials of user-friendly website design, for tips to make your website a bit easier to navigate. You can find the link in the description below. Now that we know your visitors can navigate your site with ease, let's make sure they understand who's behind it. A strong brand identity is instantly recognizable. The market's crowded, and your brand identity is what sets you apart. To make sure your website has clear branding and represents you well, here are a few things to keep in mind. Consistency is key. Use your logo, your brand colors, and typography consistently across every page to build recognition and trust with your visitors. Also, Also, have clear brand messaging. Your website should be a direct reflection of your brand's core messages and values. Make sure that the language, imagery, and content align with what you stand for. Maintain a cohesive visual identity on your website to reassure visitors that they're in the right place. This includes everything from the images you choose, to the size of your headers, to the layout of your content. Clear and consistent branding on your website makes a promise to your audience about what they can expect from your business. And you'll look pretty good while you do it too. And if you'd like some help taking your brand's identity to the next level, we offer comprehensive branding services to help you create a consistent and memorable identity. You can find the links to our services in the description below. Creating content that captivates and holds the attention of your audience is also essential to building a quality website. Your website is a space where your brand's voice, vision, and unique spark come to life. Use high-quality visuals that reflect your brand's aesthetic and connect with your audience. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and the right visuals can communicate your message more powerfully than just text alone. Also, have educational and engaging text. Mix your more informative content with a persuasive call to action. Every paragraph should serve a purpose, whether it's educating your reader, solving a problem, or guiding them to the next step. Your content should also have balance and harmony. This is more of a design-specific tip, but maintain visual coherence with color schemes, typography, and layouts that work well together. And make sure your images, buttons, and text don't come together to just create an eyesore. If you'd like to make sure your visual content effectively expresses your brand's message, we do have a build your own VIP sprint service where you can have us check off the list of design tasks that you need to elevate your website. Check out the link in the description below to learn more. When you're presenting your brand online, you should always have a way to build a connection with your audience. Your website should not only showcase what you offer, but provide a clear way for your customers to purchase your services or reach out to you. Your contact information should be visible and easily accessible, whether it's through a dedicated contact page in your header or footer. A visible phone number, email address, or physical address should be easy to find, and that makes a huge difference in building trust with your audience. You should also integrate links to your social media pages to expand your reach and open doors to new customers. Make sure these links are easily accessible so customers can engage with your brand across different platforms. A strategically placed lead generation form can also help gather information about your visitors while offering them valuable content or services in return. Maybe try offering a lead magnet or a freebie in exchange for an email to help build your email list. Whatever you do, just make sure these forms are simple and user-friendly to encourage submissions. And there are tons of other tools for interactive contact, like live chat and chatbots. They're not always necessary, but they can enhance the user experience, providing real-time assistance and adding a personal touch to your site. You should also aim to check and answer emails, DMs, and any other points of contact quickly and efficiently so your potential customers aren't left waiting. By prioritizing these contact and connection elements on your website, you're telling your audience that you're available and you're excited to listen, help, and engage with them. You can always visit our blog post, Making Connections Count, Crafting the Perfect Contact Page, for more tips to connect with your audience. The link is in the description below. Your website should also have an engaging About Us page. This is where you can share your mission and your vision and introduce the purpose and goals of your business. It's where you let your visitors know who you serve and express the values your brand has that can connect with those people. You should share your brand's story and guide visitors through the evolution and milestones that have shaped your brand's identity. Share your services and the benefits they offer. Paint a clear picture of the value they bring, and be sure to incorporate customer feedback and social proof. Reviews are powerful. They build trust and credibility, showcasing the impact your brand has on real people. If you need help writing your brand's story, consider getting our workbook, Telling Your Brand's Story, for a step-by-step guide to understanding all the elements that go into your About page. You'll be able to find the link right in the description below. With all your branding elements and important pages figured out, The next step is making sure your website is discoverable. That's where SEO, or search engine optimization, comes in. It's what guides users to your site despite how endless the internet is. Understand what your audience is searching for and effectively incorporate those keywords naturally into your website's content. That will help direct more traffic to your site. You should also have meta descriptions and title tags, which are the snippets that show up in the search results, acting as a preview for your content. They need to be engaging and clear, summarizing your page's content with the right keywords. Also, consider a blog or a news section on your site that you regularly update. This will give you more web pages that give you the opportunity to be seen more often. It also keeps your audience engaged with your content and tells search engines that your website is active, which can boost your rankings. And once again, make sure your website is responsive. Search engines tend to prioritize websites that work well on all different types of devices. Unlike a set it and forget it ad or product, SEO is a journey that requires constant tweaking, updating, and monitoring to stay on top of the search engine algorithms. For a deeper understanding of how to harness SEO to elevate your website's visibility, check out our blog post, SEO Foundations, Key Strategies for Boosting Your Website's Visibility, where we go through basic strategies to help your SEO. You can find the link in the description below. Another important component of a good website is maintaining it to make sure it's fast, secure, and running as smoothly as possible. Speed is essential since slow loading pages drive users away. Slow sites can lead to your visitors closing the tab before they even got to see what you offer them. The quicker your site loads, the more likely they are to stick around, browse, and eventually become customers. Your website should also have a secure connection. An SSL certificate is like a seal of trust. It encrypts data between the server and the user and helps to protect sensitive information. Make sure your website and any payment gateways are secure to build trust with your customers. Just look for a little padlock icon next to your URL. It's usually a sign of a secure website. Regularly maintaining your website also includes implementing analytics tools to understand your users and your website's performance. Knowing how users interact with your site can help you notice trends, track conversion, and understand the effectiveness of your content. It gives you information that makes it easier to refine your user experience and keep your website performing at its best. Also, a fast website today can slow down over time without regular maintenance. Keep your website running smoothly with monthly or quarterly audits, which can include performance checkups, security checks, and analytic reviews to identify areas for improvement and keep your site optimized and secure. By keeping on top of these aspects, you can create a seamless experience for your users. If you're not sure where to start, or if you want to improve your site's performance and security, consider booking a one-on-one coaching session with us. We can help you audit your site, identify opportunities for improvement, and provide you with the tools and knowledge to keep your website at the top of its game. Check out the link in the description to book your session. You also want your website to be accessible. Creating an accessible website isn't just about compliance, it's about inclusivity. Designing your website to be easy to navigate and understand for all users, regardless of their abilities, says a lot about your brand and its values. Incorporate tools like alt text for images, which allows screen readers to describe visuals to people that can't see them. Use video captions to make content accessible to people who are deaf or hard of hearing. And make sure there's proper color contrast to help users with color blindness. Plus, accessible sites are usually favored by search engines, expanding your reach even more. For a comprehensive guide on making your website more accessible, download our checklist, Inclusive Design, your accessibility checklist for a better online presence, to learn what you need to build a more welcoming website. You can find the link to this in the description below. Alrighty, so let's wrap everything up. There are so many components that go into building a successful website for your business. From making sure your site is user-friendly with intuitive navigation to embracing your brand's identity. We've covered creating compelling content, optimizing your site for search engines, doing regular maintenance to make sure your site is performing at its best, creating opportunities for meaningful connection through easy-to-find contact options, and making sure your website is accessible and inclusive to everyone. These website elements not only define your online presence, but also how your audience interacts with your brand. Each aspect from branding to content to SEO works together to create a seamless and memorable website and user experience. If you found this video useful, please like, comment, and share this video to help other people just like you elevate their website. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get new videos every Monday and learn more about enhancing your brand. Please be sure to check out and download all the resources I mentioned, and also download our free website launch guide. It's a list of all the things you should keep in mind as you build your website. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below or reach out through my Ask Me Anything form. You can find all the links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, whether you're DIYing your website or you're looking for help from an expert, you're not alone. I'm happy to help support you however I can to help see you thrive online. All right, catch you next Monday. Bye. What's the last web page you landed on that made you click buy without a second thought? They probably had a very high converting page. Hey, I'm Faye with Constant Creates, and as a person dedicated to building and expanding brands, I know a thing or two about how to make a web page a little more appealing. Today, we're talking about landing pages and sales pages. While they're very similar, they perform unique roles in your marketing strategy. By the end of our time together, you'll understand the differences and when to use each page type, and a couple things to keep in mind so that they don't just look good, they also convert. Whether you're aiming to gather leads or drive sales, we've got your blueprint. So let's jump right in. Your website, or more specifically the web pages that build up your website, are a chance to deliver information and communicate your brand story to your customer. They're such an important part of the customer journey. But what types are there, and what roles do they play? The first entry point to your website that's supposed to have a lasting impact is your landing page. It's a standalone page designed with a single focused objective. Whether that's capturing leads with a freebie or encouraging a specific action, a landing page is your chance to market to your audience. There are also sales pages, which are a little more specific and a little more persuasive. It's meant to turn your visitor into a customer. It's detailed, it's convincing, and it's where your product or service shines, urging visitors to make that all-important decision to purchase. Sales pages come in all shapes and sizes, from a long-form sales page detailing every inch of an offer to short-form pages that cut right to the chase. Whether you're launching a new product or using a video to capture leads, each type of page has a distinct role in guiding your customers. Understanding these pages is the first step to using their power to convert visitors into loyal customers. With the right design and strategy, these pages become your digital ambassadors. Knowing whether to use a landing page or a sales page helps you to pave the easiest path for your audience to navigate your website. Landing pages are perfect for greeting guests with a specific goal in mind. Use them when capturing service leads or steering a marketing campaign. Make sure it's intuitively designed, has impactful content on it, and a strategic call to action placed in there. Examples of call to action can be download now, or sign up and save, or subscribe, or get started. Whatever is needed to make your visitor take the next step. Sales pages, on the other hand, are your digital sales pitch. They're best when you need to unpack product details, show off benefits, and share glowing testimonials to turn browsers into buyers. Here, attention-grabbing headlines and persuasive copy are your best friends, and of course, you'll want to incorporate calls to action like buy now. The choice between a landing page and a sales page hinges on what you want your campaign to do. Is it lead generation, or brand awareness, or direct sales? Whether it's a brief hello of a landing page or the persuasive pitch of a sales page, you ultimately want to do what aligns with your business goals. Choose wisely and watch your conversions climb. Creating pages that not only catch the eye, but convert a visitor into a customer is an art. But really, the secret to a successful landing page is clarity and simplicity. Your value proposition should be clear, your design straightforward. Your website should work well with most mobile devices too. As for your sales page, think of it as your digital salesperson. Pack it with comprehensive product info, glowing testimonials, and a call to action that is persuasive. Address your customers' pain points, highlight the wins, and always back it up with social proof. Don't overload your pages with info or confuse them with too many offers. Keep your mobile users front and center too, and avoid a one-size-fits-all approach. Test, optimize, and then test some more. Whether it's a landing page or a sales page, the aim is to lead your visitor to a duh, of course I'll buy it. Keep it simple, make it valuable, and they'll keep coming back for more. All right, now it is over to you. Use these tips to fine-tune your own web pages. I'd love to hear about your experiences and challenges with these, so drop a comment below and we can continue the conversation. Keep refining, keep testing, and keep optimizing your website to keep up conversions. And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share this, and check in every Monday for more brand design knowledge. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep creating and keep growing. Bye! Ever wonder why some web pages make you stick around? It's both in the design and in the messaging. Your homepage and landing pages are make or break moments for your online presence. It's where first impressions are formed and where the question, what's in it for me, gets answered. Hey, I'm Faye, founder of Constant Creates, a brand design studio dedicated to helping small business owners thrive. Today, I am here to walk you through creating a landing page that's carving out a spot in your visitor's mind that says, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty of what makes your main pages not just good, but great. First of all, your main pages need to answer the big question. What's in it for me? That's what your visitors are thinking anyway. So we need to make sure they get the answer without having to dig for it. I like to think of it as your website's handshake, firm, confident, and leaves a lasting impression. This is your value proposition. It's not just a promise to your customer. It tells them exactly what you've got that they need and why they can't scroll past you. Ask yourself, what's my product or service really about? If I were in my customer's shoes, where would I go first on the site? What problems am I solving for them? And why should they pick me and not that other guy? Don't beat around the bush here. Spell it out clearly and make it easy for them to understand so you can hold both the attention of your audience and make a solid impression. If you haven't already, I recommend downloading my free customer persona template. It gives you a bit of a guide on how to understand the research process for getting to know the people your brand serves. The link's in the description below. And if you'd like, let me know what you think of it in the comments. So you've answered those and you have a killer product or service, but now it's important to know who it's for. Picture them, your audience, or rather one specific customer who you feel is your dream customer. That's your ideal customer persona. That's the heart and soul of who you're talking to through your site. You've got to talk their talk. Does your dream customer prefer professional jargon, or are they more direct and casual and to the point? Do they need reassurance, or are they ready to jump in feet first? Every word, image, and button on your site should feel like it was made specifically for them. Avoid simply throwing content at the wall to see what sticks. You want to hit those pain points with precision. Show them that you understand what keeps them up at night and that more importantly, you've got the solution to their needs. Personalize your website to make your visitors feel like the only person in the room. All right, after that, you should make sure your website is super easy to navigate. When you walk into a store, you usually see signs that guide you straight to what you're looking for, right? That's what you're aiming for with your navigation bar. It's all about getting your customers where they need to go with the least amounts of ums and uhs. A cluttered menu is like a bad conversation. It goes nowhere. Keep it simple. Have a few clear options on top, and for drop downs, let's not make that a treasure hunt. Keep it one level deep tops. Try to have no more than 5 options in that main menu, and each drop down should have no more than 5 options within it. You want your visitors to navigate your site feeling like everything is straightforward and intuitive, because if they can't find what they're looking for, they can't love it or buy it. And we really want your customers to both love and buy your products or services. So we've drawn them in. They're nodding along. They like what they see. Now it's time to tell them what to do next. Call to actions are your digital signposts, a big buttons that say, hey, you, do this thing, giving your visitors a clear direction on what you want them to do next, whether that's learn more, get in touch, or whatever else it takes to seal the deal. There are different types of call to actions for every stage of your journey. Awareness call to actions are for when your customer's just browsing. These are the learn more buttons that don't really ask for much, but they offer a lot in return. Then you want consideration call to actions. That's when your customer has a problem and they're interested, but now they're looking for a solution actively. These call to actions are check out how we can tackle this issue together. Lastly is the decision call to actions. This is the big leagues. That's when they're ready, you're ready. It's that start your free trial or let's get this party started button that kicks things into high gear. It has to be upfront and center, catching your eye the moment you land on the page. No scrolling should be needed to know what the next step to get started is. Another way to make even more connections is by showing off what others have been loving on your site. Think of it as like crowd favorites or bestsellers. These popular content links aren't just there to show off. They act kind of like a bridge, building trust and demonstrating that your site's not just a one-hit wonder. That person's not the first person on your website. By linking to your greatest hits, we can keep people reading, clicking, and engaging, and they know that other people have been doing the same. Also, make sure you have a great color palette. Colors do more than just please the eye. They set the whole mood for your site. Choosing your palette is more than picking favorites. It's about strategically setting the vibe and creating the emotional landscape for every visit. A palette that's easy on the eyes, accessible, and ties into the vibe of your website is so important. We usually stick to 3 to 5 main colors to keep things harmonious. And of those 3 to 5 colors, you want to make sure you at least have a white, an off-white, and a dark. It's important to have enough variety to stay exciting, but not so much that it looks like a toddler's art project. You want to be able to read it. The colors they see, they have jobs to do. They guide you, they tell you where to click, and they subtly let you know what's going on. And more than anything, they represent who you are as a brand. In the end, it's all about balance. We want your audience to feel good hanging out on your site, and great design, colors included, makes that happen. Next, you should prioritize responsive design. Whether scrolling on their phone, in a coffee line, or on a desktop, your site should allow your audience to come as they are. Your website's design should move with the user, literally. Responsive design isn't just a nice to have, it's a must. You don't want them to play a game of pinch and zoom. You want your visitors to navigate your site feeling like everything's straightforward and intuitive, because if you have to squint, the job simply isn't well done. So whether your visitor is thumbing through their phone or clicking away on a laptop or scrolling on their tablet, the experience should be smooth and seamless for your customer. It should look good on all devices. It's all about your audience. It's not about us, it's not about you, and it's definitely not just about what looks cool. A lot of things look cool, but when we're talking user-centered design, it's important to think of mapping out the perfect journey for your visitor. You're diving deep into their needs, their behaviors, and how they interact with your website. You want to make sure you research, get in their heads. Who are they? What makes them tick? Why would they even come to your site in the first place? Then align with them. This is where you match up what you found out about your users with what you actually want to achieve as a business. You can create your mission and your strategy from here. Then it's time to build a brand that represents you, something that looks good and feels authentic to you. And when you have that brand set in place, you can start writing content and building your site. Take all that juicy info and start designing on-brand graphics and web pages that really speak to your users. Don't just throw things together all willy-nilly. Strategically build experiences that will connect with them. And lastly, you wouldn't serve dinner without tasting it, right? The same goes here. You should test, retest, and retest again, making sure your designs are hitting all the right notes. And as you're testing and retesting, be sure to adjust as you need. Design isn't a one and done deal. It's a living thing that evolves, so keep tweaking and enhancing it, making sure your site stays as fresh and effective as the day that it launched. And for more, be sure to download my free website launch guide. It's in the description below, and with that, you'll have a list of all the things you should probably keep in mind when building your site. Think of it before you launch, not after. If you've already launched, though, that's okay. Remember, your home pages and landing pages are where your story begins, but it's also where your audience's story with you begins too. to. Whether they're tapping away on a smartphone or clicking through a desktop, the journey should be effortless, intuitive, and enjoyable. It's about making them feel at home and making sure they find exactly what they need with just a glance and a click. Keep researching, keep aligning your brand, keep building, and never stop testing and adjusting to make your brand even better. Because in the end, a great homepage isn't just built, it's grown, nurtured, and evolves with your audience's needs. With all of our web design services, we offer continuous support because we know that it's not just a one and done deal. If you'd like for me to design your website for you, feel free to reach out using my client application form in the description below. I'm happy to help you as well. All right, with all of that in mind, just remember you're not just launching a homepage, you're opening a door to your brand's universe. If you found today's video useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos to help you elevate your brand every Monday. It's what I love to do, and your support allows me to continue that. I think that's all for today, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next Monday. Today, let's talk about something that's often overlooked but so important for your online business, your contact page. Hey, it's Faye from Constant Creates, a brand design studio focused on elevating the brands of entrepreneurs and bringing your visions to life. Today we're talking about the contact page, and this page is more than just a formality. It's your opportunity to connect with your potential customers, and having a well-built contact page can significantly impact customer engagement and trust, enhancing their experience with your brand. So let's get into a few ways to upgrade your contact page. Your contact page is like a bit of a virtual handshake. How about starting with a personal touch? Start with a personalized greeting, a little hello there or excited to connect with you can warm people up and make them feel seen before they even reach out to you. Maybe you can include a photo of yourself or your team greeting visitors with a warm and friendly smile. Show them the real person behind the brand. After all, people connect with people, not just services. You also want to include a bit of information about expectations. Be clear about when and how you'll respond. Will it take a day or two, or maybe you'll schedule a call with them? Be clear here and guide your visitors through what happens after they hit that send button. If you want to go above and beyond, you could even share a short video on this page, quickly saying hello, introducing your services, sharing any information they need, and inviting them to connect with you. You also want to make sure your contact form is a breeze for the people using it. Finding that sweet spot between getting the info you need and not overwhelming your visitors is important. If you have a client application form or a consultation call scheduler on your website, keep in mind that's not really a contact form. You should consider having a basic contact form that people can ask quick questions on. That way, the people who aren't ready to work with you yet can still easily reach out and ask their questions so you can nurture that lead. Sometimes you need a quick and casual chat before an official business meeting. Make sure your contact form asks the basic questions: name, email, and their message. Maybe you can add a subject line or a how you found us question, or maybe even a phone number question. But when you start adding more questions than that, people will become a little less likely to fill out your form. You can always ask them for more information after you've connected. Also, maybe jazz up your action button. Instead of just saying submit or send, get a little creative. Say start your journey or let's chat. Either way, make it inviting and clear. You should also aim to make finding your contact page a no-brainer. Pop it in your navigation bar or footer or anywhere your user is likely to look. Easy access equals more engagement, and offer a variety of ways to connect. Phone, email, social media. Your goal should be to remove all chances of confusion, so make it as easy as possible for your visitors to reach out to you. A clear, inviting, and accessible form can turn a curious click into a connection, turning a visitor into a customer. Your contact page doesn't have to simply have that contact form on it. You can have a hub of information. Why not include an FAQ section? Maybe they don't need to contact you after all. Think about all those questions you get asked over and over and over again. Put them there on the page. It's a time saver for both you and your potential client. By answering those common questions up front, you're streamlining communication efficiently and keeping that info accessible. Your clients will appreciate the immediate info, and you will love the reduced, repetitive emails. You can also share a snippet of your brand's story on this page to make your brand more relatable and memorable. Doing this in a short section or adding images or videos that really showcase your brand's essence really can complement that contact form and leave a lasting impression. Also build trust by including social proof like testimonials. It's almost as if your happy clients are introducing you to potential new ones. Choose testimonials that leave an impact. Look for stories where your service made a real difference and show the value you bring. Got a success story? Show it off. Maybe take a section to highlight how you transformed your customer's life. It's a powerful way to show your expertise. 92% of business-to-business buyers are more likely to purchase after reading a trusted review. So make those reviews front and center on your contact page. It's not just about looking good, it's about building that trust. Use your contact page to show prospective customers why you're the go-to in your field. And when everything's done and the contact form is submitted, it's important to thank your visitor for connecting with you. Write a thank you message that's warm and welcoming and reflects your brand's personality. It's your chance to leave a lasting impression. And why stop at thanks? You can also redirect visitors to a page that includes your blog posts, freebies, or more positive reviews when they submit your form. It's like giving them a tour of your best work while they wait for your reply. Maybe include in there a little note about what to expect next or send a follow-up email. It's all about creating a seamless experience and making every interaction with your brand meaningful and memorable, so every visitor leaves feeling informed, valued, and eager to come back for more. To wrap everything up, just remember that by infusing your contact page with a personal touch, simplifying your contact form, addressing frequently asked questions, showcasing your brand story, and building trust through social proof, you're not just creating a contact page, you're engaging with your audience and building long-lasting connections with potential customers. So take these tips, tweak that page, and watch as your contact page transforms from just a functional necessity to a compelling part of your brand's story. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments and be sure to give it a like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and check in each Monday for more tips on how to elevate your own brand. And if you ever need any help with your website, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Stock photos can really make or break a design project. Whether you need to quickly update a section of your website, need to tweak a brochure, or are looking for a nice photo for your blog posts, having high-quality photos is crucial. For small business owners, especially if you're more of a DIY business owner, after you've gotten your brand designed and you have custom templates for your brand that you're able to tweak and adjust to fit your needs, you're going to want cost-effective ways to continue updating those marketing materials. And there are some specific websites that make stock photos more accessible. That way you don't have to pay for licensing per photo, and you can just use quality photos that speak to your brand's needs. So today I'm going to be going through a quick little guide on things you should know about stock photos, and I'm going to give you 5 sites where, in my opinion, you can find the best ones. Hey, I'm Faye, a brand and web designer dedicated to helping elevate the brands of small business owners. And today I'm giving a bit of a guide on what you need to know about stock photos and where you can find some quality ones for no extra cost. So let's get into it. Alright, so in instances where you can't hire a local photographer to take original photos of your brand, stock photos are a great way to still look polished and professional while saving time and resources. I do recommend having a gallery of original photos that capture your brand in action, but that's just not a possibility for every use case. So stock photos are amazing tools to elevate your website, your social media posts, your marketing materials, your blogs, and your presentations. All of these different brand collaterals can really use imagery to better reflect what you're talking about. people are visual learners, and people love to see photos that represent, well, the passage that they're reading. High quality photos can increase engagement, highlight your products and services more effectively, break up text, and illustrate the points that you're trying to make in your writing. So definitely use stock images to make your content a tiny bit more memorable. When you're looking for and using stock images, be sure to double check and make sure you can actually use them for commercial use though. You can't just go to Google Images or go to Pinterest and use the photos that you see there. You need to make sure that you have a license. So double and triple check the site to ensure that you have the license to use it commercially. Maybe check to see if you need to credit the photographer, or if you have the right to edit or modify those photos, because some licenses only allow you to use the original photo. Either way, just be sure to read the fine print to avoid legal issues. And also remember, you're not going to be able to exclusively use these images. Stock photos are up for grabs for everyone. So your visuals, if you use stock photos alone, aren't necessarily going to be unique. So that's why I recommend working with photographers to get brand photo shoots. Misunderstanding your license to use these photos can really create problems that you don't want in the future. So check, double check, and triple check beforehand. All right, so here's what we've been waiting for. This is my list of my top 5 favorite websites to use for getting free commercial use stock photos. All of these have visually stunning and diverse photos available for you to use, and these websites typically get their photos from talented artists and photographers that upload their images for you to be able to use, and I am so grateful for those people. All right, so the first is Unsplash. This one is stock photo specific, so there's no graphics or videos here. But something that is unique about this platform is the fact that you don't have to credit the photographer when you use their graphics. You're able to use their curated content completely free with no real worries. Another one is Pexels. Under their license, you can use them commercially, and they have both stock photos and stock video. Once again, with them, you don't have to give the photographer credit, even though it would be nice. Next up is FreePic. This is one of my favorites. They offer a lot of different file types, from illustrations to photos to vector graphics and mockups too. But one thing to know is if you don't pay for their subscription, you do have to credit the photographer or the artist that you're using the content of. So you do want to keep that in mind. Next on my list is Pixabay. They're more robust too, and they offer photos, videos, vector graphics, and even stock music. Also, you can use their content freely without giving credit as well. Last on my list is VectEasy. This is primarily used for stock vector graphics, but they also have stock videos and stock photos for you to use too. This is more similar to FreePic, where if you don't have a subscription, you do have to credit the artists. But something that's a bit unique about this is you are able to slightly edit the vectors directly in their website. So when you export it for your own use, it's already in the colors you need. So yeah, stock images are a lifesaver for small business owners that do need imagery, but they're either not ready to invest yet or they don't have the time to get a local photographer. Websites like Unsplash, Pexels, FreePic, Pixabay, and VectEasy really offer great free resources, but that can always change, so be sure to double check the licensing to make sure you're in the clear and you're able to use their photos. With these tools in your belt, you'll definitely be able to edit and adjust any templates that you get custom made for your brand. As a brand and web designer, I do create one-of-a-kind content for all of my clients, and that can be anything from business cards to flyers to social media posts and your website. If you're not ready to invest in a fully custom website or whatever other piece of marketing collateral you need, I do have a couple templates available for you, and you can always reach out to me saying, "Hey Faye, I need this template in my brand's colors," and I'll take care of you. If you want to see some of the templates I do have, be sure to check out my DIY design lab. It's in the description below. And if you do want to work with me for something more one-on-one, you can always reach out through the Work With Me form that's in the menu of my website. The link to that's in the description below too. Cool beans. So I think that is about it. Thank you so much for watching and getting this far, and honestly, I appreciate you coming back every Monday to watch my videos. If you haven't already, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, And hit the notification bell so that you can get updates on videos that come out every single Monday to help you elevate your brand. Also, feel free to give me a comment. I'll answer as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye! As we grow more and more digital, your brand is slowly becoming one of your most valuable assets. But building and maintaining a powerful brand isn't just about who you are, it's about how you package and present that identity to the world. Whether you're an entrepreneur or a creative, mastering the art of content creation can set you apart from the competition and make you unforgettable. Hey, I'm Faye with Constant Creates, where we're dedicated to bringing to life the visions of small business owners through branding. And in today's video, we're diving into the different types of content that can amplify your visibility and credibility so you can get your message out there loud and clear. So let's get started. First up is your blog. It's your digital soapbox, and it's one of the best ways to make your mark online. Whether you're sharing industry news, personal stories, or practical tips and advice related to your niche, blogs let you dive deep into topics that matter to you and your audience. Blogging consistently helps establish you as an authority in your field. It's not just about showing off what you know. Blogs enhance your visibility through SEO, bringing more eyes to your site every time you publish. In the age of TikTok and YouTube, video content is dynamic and engaging, and it can convey a ton of info in a short amount of time. It's perfect for tutorials, behind-the-scene looks, or just sharing your thoughts directly with your followers. You can even recycle your blog posts to use as topic ideas for your videos. Videos can capture attention like nothing else. They're easily shareable, and they help with your reach and engagement a lot. And when people see your face and they hear what you have to say, they feel more connected to you. Another form of content that you can do is podcasts. Think of podcasts as the new radio, I guess, but better. I'm sure we all know what a podcast is, but in case you don't, they're audio shows that let you explore topics in depth, interview guests, or just share your thoughts in a more personal format. Podcasts are fantastic for storytelling and building a community. Listeners tend to tune into this more regularly, which is great for creating a loyal following. Plus, they're convenient. People can listen on the go, on their way to work, as they work out, or when they're just chilling. And you can also recycle this content for YouTube too if you want to record video at the same time, so people can listen in the background as they work. Oh, and don't forget, email isn't dead. In fact, it's one of the most consistent ways to stay in touch with your audience. A newsletter can feel like a personal note from your readers, building a deeper relationship with them. Regular newsletters keep your audience updated, bring traffic to your site, and help you promote new content and offers directly. They are a direct line to your audience's inbox, which is prime real estate for digital marketing. Include a mix of valuable content, not just sales pitches. Share insights, stories, and useful tips, and if you want, you can link to other pieces of content you've created, like your podcast, YouTube videos, blogs, and more. In general, social media is your branding playground. It's where you can show off different facets of your brand's personality and show off your expertise in bite-sized chunks. Whether it's Twitter's quick tweets, Instagram for visual posts and carousels, or LinkedIn for more professional articles, there's a platform for every style and audience. Social media boosts your visibility and allows for instant interaction with your audience. It's a great way to get feedback, test ideas, and show the human side of your brand. Plus, with the right content, you have the chance to go viral and reach a massive audience. To master social media, definitely tailor your content to each platform's strengths and to your audience's preferences. Use eye-catching images, write engaging captions, and don't forget to interact with your audience. Respond to comments, like posts, stay active. Regular engagement keeps your feed dynamic and keeps followers coming back for more. No matter what content you choose to create, first, know your audience and know your platform. What do they care about? Or maybe how can you entertain them and relate to them? Once you've nailed that, keep your posts regular. Whether it's twice a week, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Stick to a schedule. And if you can, be sure to add a few visuals to your post, even if they're tweaks. Use eye-catching images, maybe include some infographics or videos to keep things fresh and easy to digest. And write engaging captions. For videos, try to keep things focused, short, and sweet. And stay authentic to your brand. Make sure your sound is clear and your visuals aren't blurry. Lastly, always try to end your content with a clear call to action. Let your audience know what you want them to do next. And don't forget to engage with them so they keep coming back. With time, you'll not only have a hub of information readily available for your audience, but you'll have people from all around the world finding your content and coming to you because you're one of the best out there offering value in your niche. Now that we've explored the different content types that we can use to enhance your brand, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Each type of content we've talked about offers a unique way to show off your expertise, connect with your audience, and build a lasting digital presence. The right mix of content can open doors to new opportunities and deepen your professional relationships. Remember, the journey of personal branding is ongoing. The digital world evolves, and so should your strategies. Test different types of content, measure their impact, and refine your approach based on what resonates most with your audience. And if you're ready to elevate your personal brand but you're unsure where to start, download my free brand identity checklist for a list of everything you should probably consider when making your brand. And if you already know what you want, feel free to reach out through my client application form to bring your brand to life. I can handle the logos and branding, social media templates, really whatever you need to elevate your brand visually. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on this video for more videos every Monday to help build your brand. Your brand has a story worth telling. Let's make sure it's heard. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Bye. Have you ever wondered why some websites effortlessly turn visitors into loyal customers while others struggle to get any traction? The secret is in what they offer and how they present it. Hey, I'm Faye with Constant Creates, and our mission is to elevate your brand, transforming your small business dreams into reality. We're here to guide you through the complexities of brand design so your vision can finally see the light of day. In the digital age, your website is more than just a digital storefront. It's a conversation with your audience. A well-designed website doesn't just share information, it invites interaction, turning casual browsers into engaged customers and boosting your sales performance. If you're ready to unlock the full potential of your website, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support fuels our journey, enabling us to share more knowledge and strategies with you. So let's dive in. So imagine landing on a web page that speaks directly to you. It's clear, compelling, and makes you wonder how you ever got by without their solution. That's the power of a razor-sharp selling point. It's not just about what you offer, it's how you articulate the unique benefits of choosing you over the competition. Tailoring your message to address your audience's specific needs and aspirations can significantly amplify engagement with your website. Writing your message starts with knowing who you're talking to. That's where our free customer persona template comes in. A simple, intuitive tool designed to help you visualize your ideal customer. By understanding their challenges, desires, and decision-making processes, you can create a value proposition that resonates deeply and personally with them. You can download it for free in the description below to start aligning your offers with your audience's expectations. So once you have your audience in mind, you have to create content that resonates so deeply with them that they can't help but engage with you. By identifying and targeting specific market segments, you create content that speaks directly to their heart. It's about understanding their challenges and their desires and presenting your solutions in a way that feels almost tailor-made for them. This content should inspire them to click the link in your bio, check out your website, or eventually buy your product. Engagement is the key to building lasting relationships with your audience. Use social media and personalized email newsletters to not just share content, but to spark and maintain conversations. Each platform offers a unique way to connect, whether it's through behind-the-scenes stories on Instagram, insightful articles on LinkedIn, or exclusive updates through your email newsletters. All of these have an equal chance of bringing people to your website. Make it easy for people in your audience to share your content. Ask them to like and share in your posts. Integrate social sharing buttons on your site and encourage visitors to spread the word about your products, services, and content to amplify your reach and attract new visitors. You want your brand to be as visible as possible to increase website conversion. In addition to creating content, you should also optimize your website for search engines through strategic keyword placement, writing meta descriptions for your images, and using SEO-friendly URLs. By helping your site rank higher in search results, you attract more targeted traffic, potential customers actively searching for the solutions that you offer. To help you plan out your content in advance, consider downloading our Notion content creation dashboard. It's what I use to prepare all of my YouTube scripts, brainstorm my Instagram posts, write my email newsletters, and continue creating content to engage with y'all. You can find the link to download that in the description below. Once you know who you're speaking to and creating content that encourages them to visit your website, it's important to now make sure your website converts. The heart of your website is its homepage. This is where first impressions are formed. Highlight your top products front and center and make sure you have seamless navigation. An intuitive, easy to navigate website encourages visitors to explore more, stay longer, and ultimately engage more deeply with your brand. The devil is in the details, especially when it comes to website design. Strategic use of white space, captivating visuals, and an overarching aesthetic that aligns with your brand identity are important. Your website should not only be visually appealing, but also fast, responsive, and accessible across all devices. These elements work together to create an environment where your visitors feel understood, valued, and ready to take action. Your website should also have all the support and information your customers need to make a choice, incorporating a comprehensive FAQ section, making sure your contact info is easy to find, offering maybe live chat options, and addressing common objections up front in your writing can significantly elevate the user experience. You also want visiting your website to be full of success stories, glowing testimonials, and detailed case studies. This isn't just content, it's proof, social proof that builds trust and credibility. Integrating these elements into your website showcases the impact of your work, offering potential customers a glimpse into the successes others have achieved through your products or services. Remember, trust is in the foundation of conversion. When visitors see others vouching for you, their confidence in making the decision to choose you increases exponentially. The journey from visitor to customer should also be as smooth and straightforward as possible. Clear call to actions and simplified email capture forms are important elements in guiding your audience through this journey. Each call to action should be a beacon, leading your visitors to taking the next step, whether that's subscribing to a newsletter, downloading a free guide, or making a purchase. By clarifying these paths, you minimize distractions and you make it easier for visitors to convert into buyers. The checkout process is your final opportunity to enhance value and satisfaction for your customers. Selling techniques can not only increase the average order value, but also improve the customer experience by offering complementary products or services that genuinely meet their needs. Streamlining the checkout process by reducing steps and asking only for essential information can also significantly reduce cart abandonment rates. In today's global marketplace, also offering multiple payment options is important. Catering to your customers' preferred payment methods reduces friction, enhances convenience, and can dramatically increase conversion rates. From credit cards to digital wallets to any other payment methods that you can, maybe Afterpay. Diversifying your payment options ensures that you're meeting your customers where they are, making the purchase as easy as possible. If you're not sure where to start with your website, our ultimate website design checklist is here to make sure your website ticks all the boxes for success. From loading speed optimizations to mobile responsiveness and user-friendly layouts, this checklist is your roadmap to a website that not only looks great, but also converts visitors into loyal customers. So download your free copy from the description below. Alrighty, let's wrap up. When it comes to turning clicks into conversions, success lies in a blend of understanding your audience, creating content, and optimizing every interaction. Each strategy we've discussed plays an important role in not just attracting customers who believe in your brand, but also converting them into loyal customers who believe in your brand. Definitely implement these strategies, experiment, and don't be afraid to adjust to fit your unique brand's needs. Remember, improvement is a continuous process, and there's always room to enhance your website's performance. For personalized advice or for access to more resources to improve your brand and website, be sure to check out our website or reach out. I'm here to help you bring your visions to life. And don't forget to download our free resources designed to push your website forward. All of those are in the description. And if you found this info useful, please like, comment, and share your thoughts or questions. Your engagement helps us to continue sharing knowledge and help brands like yours thrive. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, with the right strategies and a bit of creativity, the potential of your website is limitless. I'll catch you next Monday. Bye.